Kind of sucks. There's landscapers cutting trees back there, so you'll hear chainsaws. But here we go. We got a new car. This is a 1988 GTU RX7 model FC with a turbo swap. So it's got a turbo from an S5, I believe. That's what I've been told. It's got a front-mounted intercooler, Adaptronics ECU, power steering. It has either a limited slip or a viscous limited slip, one or the other. It does need quite a bit of work, so it's the new project car. I actually traded the Drift Miata for this car. So like I said, I traded the Drift Miata for this car. Regrets that I have right off the bat are getting rid of that car. I wish I could have just bought this car and kept the Drift car. The Drift car was so set up. I mean, you guys saw videos of me driving it. I was getting pretty good, getting really comfortable with the car. The front end was planted and the rear end would kick out whenever I needed it to. It was an awesome car. And I knew everything about Miatas. But now this is a new big step for me, but it's a step in the right direction. You know, this is basically my dream car. I've always wanted a turbo, I've always wanted a rotary, and I've always wanted an FC. Those, you know, all come in one package and I got it. You know, it needs some work. The interior's a piece of shit. It needs suspension. It needs basically seats, a steering wheel, everything. But it's going to be my new drift car. It needs new tires. For suspension, it needs struts. It needs maybe some more camber in the front and less in the rear. But it has all the power I want, and then, oh my god, the turbo noises are awesome. I'll have to take a video of me driving it later. Like I said, the seats are complete shit. I'll show you them. Doing an oil change right now. Just changed out the oil. There's an air filter right there, changed out. So there's the turbo setup right there. Apparently this is an S4, but this engine is out of a different S4 with an S5 turbo. Don't quote me on that. I don't know how to check up on it. I can probably read some numbers on the turbos, check them. It's not too important to me right now. Like I said, it's got an Adaptronics ECU, so either I can learn how to tune that or take it to someone to tune it for me. Apparently it's on an organ tune, so it's tuned for higher elevation. But after I tune it for low elevation around sea level, it will run perfectly, but it still runs. It runs. So yeah, intercooler piping goes down there. There's the intercooler right there. Then it comes up here. There's a blow-off valve right there, and then right next to it. So there's the blow-off valve, and then there's the oil filter. Easiest oil changes ever. Oil filter is facing the right way. You can let it drain and you won't spill any. It's awesome. These seats are alright. This passenger one is way better. The driver one is completely blown out. It just flops back and forth, so I need to get new seats. The rest of the interior looks like the e-brake lever pulled straight out of the Miata. The shifter needs a rebuild kit. It's super jank. It just flops right around. Steering wheel, I'm going to replace that. It works alright, but I've been spoiled by the Momo in the other Miata, and I want a nicer wheel. Actually have more interior than the Miata. It's kind of beat up. Battery's been relocated to the rear. But I'm going to clean it up, and it's going to be a good car. So sunroof option, pretty sure it's the GTU, so this sunroof was optional. Looks like it came with one. No rear window wiper. It's the S4 tail lights. Pretty sure these are the S4 side mirrors. Windshield's pretty cracked. I'm pretty sure this is the original hood, but the previous owner, I just spray painted it black. The whole car needs a paint job, and then cut these little heat vents into it. It's also got hood pins. Pop-ups work. All the lights. Here's some of the paint. I'm gonna sand it down best I can, and then maybe just do a wrap or something. Try to wrap it myself. We'll see. So yeah, that's the car. I'll take it on a drive and hopefully take the camera with me. Put a little clip in there. But yeah, it's definitely a new project car. But it's a project that I am really looking forward to, so I'm really excited. And I'm going to try to film as much of it as I can, so stay tuned. Alright, so here I am. My neighbors absolutely hate me already, so I'm trying to make this quick and then just get on the road. But it needs to warm up for a little bit, so here we go.